Doc here with the Humboldt YouTube channel, and I'm in Brooks Camp, Alaska. Sits inside the Katmai National Park and Preserve, and we're going to be here for 3 days, and I'm fascinated by the Alaskan float planes, man. So I'm going to make several videos, but this one's going to be dedicated to watching these planes come in and out, man. So stay tuned, hang with me. Let's get to it.
That's what's up.
Make my way back down to the beach. Brooks Camp was first developed in 1950 by the Northern Consolidated Airlines. It's the float planes, and they had several camps set up in the Katmai. Brooks Camp being one of them, but I'm fascinated by float planes, especially the Alaskan float planes. And these planes here, there's only two ways to get to Brooks Camp: by float plane or water taxi. And we're taking the water taxi, but I'm fascinated by the float planes. Here's another one coming in. Look at that. Cruising. And what I've learned is there's a lot of day trips out here. Watch this guy come in. Putting on the brakes. There's a lot of day trips in and out of here. So they start arriving around between 8 and 9, you know. We're between the 8 and 9 o'clock hour at the moment. Dropping folks off and taking folks back out. You know, you just gotta book it. We came in on that water taxi, and what the captain on the water taxi was saying is they'll get out here every day. It's not too often that they're not able to. The camp runs from May to September. So if they can't get the water taxi across, because the water gets rough. This is the Naknek right here. And that's the mouth of the Brooks River. And the Brooks Lake is way back behind us, and this is where all the bears are. Well, the bears are everywhere, actually, but the Brooks Falls and all that is up there. So they come in and out, and I'm just fascinated by it. I don't know what it is about float planes. So I've spent quite a bit of time out here just watching them come in and out. And they circle back behind us. I think what they might be doing is, here's another one coming in, flying over Brooks Falls so they can get an idea how many bears are out there, you know. But we stayed in one of the rooms, the cabins. It's a line of rooms, you know. But you gotta, it's a lotto system, and you gotta put in, and then you wait, and hopefully you get pulled. And you know, there's thousands of people that put in for these, for an opening. And my mom put in about 1.5 years ago, and she wound up getting pulled. I think what'll happen is you get your spot, and if people cancel, then they open up spots. And I think what happened is the vacancies wound up to her, and so here we are, man. I'm just gonna sit here and watch the planes for a bit and enjoy the time. Taking off. Yeah, that was great. I'm sunburned. My face hurts. So good for me. That was an awesome trip. Yeah. Another one taking off. This one coming in. Is this the busy hour? People coming in the morning, or
every hour we'll have 3 planes coming in.
they?
Right now there's not one. We might have one more coming actually, and most of them are day guests initially.
Yeah.
And then they'll be start mixing in overnight people.
Is there a busy hour in the morning and at the end of the day for the day trips? Is it pretty
some people-
consistent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
There's breaks here and there.
Yeah.
Midday there'll be some breaks.
Pretty consistent though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
In July every hour. In August.
This is the peak month right now, huh? Yeah.
We're going to be there for everything.
Yeah. Let me get out of your way. All right. Yeah, well, you never know. Yep, there's a bear out on the... Just came out. There's been a mama and cubs coming out of here, and so this is Tristan. We went out to the Valley of the 10,000 Smokes, and he drove that big old bus out there. He did an awesome job. People here are so friendly. More coming in. I don't know if my audio picked it up or not, but he said pretty much it's pretty heavy traffic in the morning here. It's July, you know, so it's peak season. So, especially in the mornings, they bring in the day people. But he said in July, it's about every hour. People come in and then people leaving. So they have to weigh all their equipment, you know, the smaller planes, because, you know, they got to keep their load lightened up and so they can take off and all that. So this guy's taking off over here. More coming in. They're just circling. There he goes. These float planes are really light. There's another guy coming in. The water taxi, when we were coming out here, they said either they'll get the water taxi out or they arrange for folks to get on a float plane, but usually they can get out here all day long. I swear I can. I'm just going to sit here for a while, and I think this whole video will be float planes. I'm just fascinated by it all, you know, without me having to yammer and talk. I want to keep an eye on the bears. The bears literally are pretty much everywhere. If you get up to the falls, the big males will sit on the falls and they gorge themselves, and then the juveniles and the mamas with the cubs tend to stay away until later in the day, I've noticed. Because they get aggressive, man, and the males will kill the cubs. It's just kind of the way it is. There's this guy coming in. Or leaving, I'm not sure. That's pretty awesome, man. This is Jason Whiting. He's the general manager for the Brooks Lodge coming in here. This guy's really busy, man. I got to talk with him the other day, and he managed the concession. He managed like 25 people, the staff here, and Jason's really, really busy, but he graduated from Humboldt State University. I got to talk to him a little bit. I'll post the interview. In 2012, when he lives over in Anchorage. Sorry, let me get out of your way there. Yeah. Another plane coming in. Hitting their landings. hit the brakes here. Another one coming in on the side. But what Jason was telling me is they get supplies every Wednesday, you know, to keep the food and all that, and that's what they're doing right here. They get constant supplies to take care of all the guests. He's responsible for managing all the accommodations, the rooms, the gift shop, the tours, you know, all of that stuff. So he's busy, and they do a really good job because their service is awesome here and the food's great. So watch this guy make his way in. Two sets of mamas down there with cubs. Look at that. He'll go right in the pan.
Well, yeah. I might let her go.
Oh,
Try and get a boy. I'll let her go.
yeah. Get a little bit bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. What a cool way to make a living, you know? They pull in here and then the crew comes and flips them around so folks can get in on and off these planes. This guy's taking off over here. They kind of just steer him out. I wish I could tell you more about the planes, but I'm not educated enough on them. I'm just pretty fascinated by it. There he goes. In and out. Somebody else coming in out there. It's amazing how these things can pick up speed and take off so quick. There he goes. Boy, it didn't take him very much, did it? Landed way out there. Wow. I think they fly from Anchorage and King Salmon. We came in from King Salmon, but it's a good way to experience the Katmai and Brooks Camp, taking a float plane in and out in a day. This guy's getting ready to take off now too. Starting him up with a little box, and here he comes. Here's the other one taking off out there. Yesterday was really nice. We came out, and I'm going to mix some of that into this video as well, and I'll probably do it out of order. Here's another guy coming in. Look at that. Leaving. I can't tell. I'm not paying attention. He might be circling to come in. Off camera. Water on the camera. Wow. Well, that's cool, man. I swear. I've always been fascinated by the float planes, and come out here and watch them all day, and I don't know, it's pretty amazing. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm here for 3 days, so I'll break up a bunch of videos and I'll do one whole trip video as well, but I've got several I'll start working on after I get home. And what a cool experience here, you know, this is a family channel. This is what this channel is all about, and being kind and giving and helping others and all the rest of it. And this guy's taking off. Another one's coming in out there. But I mostly like spending time with my family, with my wife and my sons. My wife and I just had our 32nd wedding anniversary last week, so I like spending most of my time with my wife and my sons. They're in their 20s now, you know, and my mom. So it's pretty special to come out here and spend that time. And my Aunt Carol and my Aunt Claire, they've got wicked senses of humor, and they got that from my grandmother. Say getting old ain't for sissies. Boy, that ain't that the truth. But spending 3 days with my mom out here is pretty special, whether we're hanging out on the couch or talking on the phone or coming to Alaska. It's the time I value the most. So I'm going to watch more of these planes come in here and wait for the rain to pass, man. So be sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. There's going to be multiple videos. I'll see how this whole thing works out. But if you're interested in coming to Alaska and visiting the Katmai and Brooks Camp, I'll kind of lay out and make a little playlist, man. So from my family to yours, celebrate others, respect yourself. I'm in Alaska, and I'll see you in the next one.